So the first thing you're going to want to do to start off your project is you're going to import all the assets that you want to use to make your gun. So I imported this model, which I made in Blender. It's pretty simple. And then I imported the sound. Now, we're going to click on our character, which you should have dragged into your view. Go to main camera, drag in your model of the gun that you want to use. Drag it into the main camera, and now you have this pull-out tab with the rifle sitting in it. Next, you're going to drag it into view, right here. You can see it right now, and you're going to adjust it until you're okay with the position it is in. I like it about here. Now, in order for this gun to actually work, we're going to need to create a game object. To do this, we're going to go into our menu on the top next to your Apple if you're on a Mac. Go to Game Object, create Other, create Empty. And now it's going to be right here. This one, you're going to take Game Object and you're going to drag it into the model of the rifle. And now it's in the pull-down menu. You can rename it to whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Spawn. Now we need to position this so that it's at the center or where you want the projectile to come out of. I'm going to put it where I want the projectile to come out of. There we go. Actually, that's not. This is the trickiest part. And I think we're lined up. Okay. So we're going to add a script to this to make it shoot the projectile we want. So we're going to go to the Add Component, Scripts. Actually, New Script. Shoot. And we're going to do it in JavaScript. Great. Shoot should be under Assets. Let's drag it under Standard Aspects. Now we're going to open up in our Mono Developer. And here it is. We can delete all this stuff since we don't need it. Now the first line we're going to write is the projectile. The projectile we're going to be shooting is a rigid body. Now we're going to insert our speed variable, which is going to be default 10. This is pretty slow, but as when we're going to shoot it first, it's pretty hard to see the projectile if it's at a fast speed, so that's why we're going to set it to 10 for testing. Now, we're going to say if the input is get button up, fire 1, which is just a standard thing for making a instance happen. So now I'm just going to paste in this line of code, which will put the behavior of the projectile in. Okay. Now, when we play this, we gotta save it first, but when we play this, nothing's gonna happen because when we go to our spawn, there is nothing to shoot. So we're gonna add a new game object. You can just create a sphere, and this doesn't matter where it is, but we're just gonna scale it down. Now we're going to drag it into our assets to make it a prefab. We can delete this, go back to our spawn, drag it into rigid body. Oops, I'm sorry. We got to do one more thing. You want to click the sphere to add physics, and we want to have it a rigid body. And we can play around with the mass later. I'm just going to have it as 0.5. Spawn. And now we can drag it in. So when we play this, whenever we don't mind this the top one, but whenever we click down, you can see that the ball flies out, and you can see over on the left side that the prefabs of the clones are disappearing. That's because we set it to. And now we can play around with our speed of the projectile. I find 200 works the best. See, it shoots to the direct center of the screen. So you can add like a crosshair or something in your game. Now we want to go back to the script, and we want to add our line of code for the playing an audio sound. So we'll add this in, and there, it's just play audio. And we go up to our spawn, add a component. Well, not add a component. This one's going to be an audio source, and our audio clip is going to be the one you imported. Drag it in. Don't play on awake, and you can play around with the sound settings. So now, when we play, it plays a really loud gunshot. I don't know if you can hear that, but trust me, it is playing. Okay. So next, we want to add a particle system. To do this, we're going to go to Effects and Particle System. It's just going to play the standard one. We don't want it to loop, but we do want to change the rate to 1000, duration, sorry, 0.10. You can play around with the color. I'm going to set it to yellow. And size 0.75. Shape cone. And we can change that. Okay, so now we want to go back to our script and added the line of code for the particle system. Okay, so now when we click, it's going to play a muzzle flash. Wait, hold on. That is not working. Why is that working? Particle system. Play. We don't want it to play on a fake, and we want to change the radius down to 0. Okay, now it should work. Hold on. Mission 10,000. Reach. It says 0.75. Radius limit from base. Yep. Okay. I think we have to save it too. Okay. There we go. And now you have your gun that shoots a projectile, makes noise, and has muzzle flash. Thanks for watching.